Dear children, welcome to the second part of chapter 3 on sociology, that is social institutions, continuity and change. Today we will discuss about caste in the present, and the headings are abolitions of untouchability, restriction on their own intercaste marriage, Sanskritization, dominant caste, invisible for the upper caste, visible for scheduled castes and scheduled tribe. Caste in the present. Caste consideration had inevitably played a role in the mass mobilizations of the nationalist movement. Efforts to organize the depressed classes, especially the untouchable castes, predated the nationalist movement. Mahatma Gandhi, Jyotiba Phule, and Baba Saheb Ambedkar began organizing protest against untouchability. The dominant view in the nationalist movement was to treat caste as a social evil and as a colonial ploy to divide Indians. Abolitions of untouchability. The state was committed to the abolitions of caste and explicitly wrote it in the constitutions of India as far as abolitions of untouchability was concerned. The development activity of the state and the growth of private industry also affected caste indirectly through speeding up the intensifications of economic change. Modern industry created all kinds of new jobs for which there were no caste rules. Modern educated Indians attracted to the liberals' ideas of individualism and meritocracy began to abandon the more extreme caste practices. However, the middlemen who recruited labor for factories tended to recruit them from their own caste and region, so that particular departments or shop floors were often dominated by specific castes. Prejudice against the untouchable remained quite strong and was absent from the city, though not extreme as it could be in the village. Restriction on intercaste marriage. Endogamy, or the practice of marrying within the caste, remained largely unaffected by the modernization and change. Even today, most marriage take place within caste boundaries, although there are intercaste marriages. Next, Sanskritization. It refers to a process whereby members of a middle or lower caste attempt to raise their own social status by adapting the ritual, domestic and social practices of a caste or castes of higher status. Sanskritization usually follows a rise in the economic status of the caste attempting it, though it may also occur independently. Dominant caste. It is a term used to refer to those castes which had a large population and were granted land rights by the partial land reforms effected after independence. The land reforms took away rights from the erstwhile claimants, that is the upper castes, who were known as absentee landlords, in a sense that they played no part in the agricultural economy other than claiming their rent. Now, the rights now came to be vested in the hands of claimants who managed the agriculture but were not themselves the cultivators. Thus, these intermediate castes became the dominant castes in the countryside and played a decisive role in regional politics and the agrarian economy. Invisible for the upper caste. One of the most significant yet paradoxical changes in the caste system in a contemporary is that it has tended to become invisible for the upper caste, urban middle and upper classes. These groups have benefited the most from the developmental policies of the post-colonial era. The upper caste elite were able to benefit from subsidized public education, especially professional education in science, technology, medicine and management. Visible for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. For the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, caste has become too visible. Indeed, their caste has tended to eclipse the other dimensions of their identities, for they have not inherited educational and social capital, and because they must compete with an already entrenched upper caste groups, they cannot afford to abandon their caste identity, for it is one of the few collective assets they have. They continue to suffer from discriminations of various kinds. The juxtaposition, that is contrasting effects of these two groups, that is a seemingly caste-less upper caste group and an apparently caste-defined lower caste group, is one of the central aspects of the institution of caste in the present. I hope this explanation will be helpful to you, and please do refer your textbook for better understanding, and very shortly you will be given an assignment based on the explanation. Thank you.